They'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Wait, set 53!
Check 53. I got you, punk.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Switch.
Go bandit.
Watch the safety creep. Check.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Sponge. No.
Shadow!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Undercrush. Watch the air.
Regular.
Check 26. Rush in. Motion.
128!
First down, here's White. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's go.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the curl. Slam. Shift. Kill.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big.
53 is mine. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check, 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 check.
53 win now.
On first down, it's White. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the motion.
Check it.
They go right back to White here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 20.
Mike, 58, right there. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey,
Alpha.
They'll run on first down. It's White, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Where you at, where you at, where you at? Who's that, who's that? Is that yours, is that yours? Who's that?
380. Hey.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3.
53 win now.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Alert.
Here's Brady. This is White on the screen. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Coming. 25, check 25, check 25. Check 50.
80 weapon.
I hear
20 hit.
Brady now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 15. Check.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Check it tight. Check tight. Check it back. Check it back.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Check 37. Check 37. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Say.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hit. 72.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of this.
Hey, check 20.
Up, up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Bang, 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 bang. 44 to 53 now. Hey, Haywood. 44, Mike, 44.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip left.
Hurry!
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Bandit. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry!
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Record. Hey, alert 3.
Topper!
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
On second and 12, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
What are you doing? You can't get out of speed.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on third down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Real.
58, come on. 58, come on.
We own it.
Mayfield to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances.
They've got his man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for New England. And even 70 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch it. Be good. Check. Fresno. Check 99.
72.
Brady gives this to White. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
3 down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Check. 44.
28.
Throwing on second and 3. Brady, it's caught. This is White. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be third down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Rip.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Come on, fellas.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
2 yards on the
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Break it.
180!
54 miles. Check pass. Check pass. Check. Lucky.
Now on second and 16, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, it's White. Oh, he shifts past him. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go Bandit!
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, check it!
Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Protein spill! Hey, Alabama, Alabama.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, check 43.
Alert!
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Hey, high 7.
Just like that. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Stop your whining.
Regular, regular.
From the gun, it's Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Check it, reload!
to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Wait, that 53!
Check, check. Stay with your man. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Take 4, take 4.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hurry! Regular.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Set, 180.
Watch my board.
I smell fear in that offense. Hurry.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got that.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You got nothing with that. You got nothing.
Hurry.
54, Mike.
Run.
Check. Watch 54.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now Edelman. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wait, that, wait, Eddie! 44. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Shoot.
Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert! Back. Hey, ball 66.
To throw again. Brady. That's complete to White. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 44. Mike, 44.
Right here.
44 is the Mike.
Hey, check it.
I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Check.
I got him.
44. Mike, 44. Hey, they're scared. 44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
Rip.
Now Brady again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass, intended for Julian Edelman, incomplete. Greedy Williams.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
Field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Point it right. X3, 218, chopper.
Switch gears. Hey, check, Mike 20.
Here's Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Check 24, check 24.
Greystone, travel. Hurry!
I got motion.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 20. Let's get off the field, D.
Hurry!
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Yo.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Alert!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 35.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Browns.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, nickel.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the Patriots' 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Watch the twist. Jack. Sponge. No. Undercrush.
Hey, 66.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Wait, that 380.
58 to Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Watch the eye. Check 9.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Coming this way. Here we go. Check 26.
Hey, Alabama.
Let's see. I got it. Slam. Shim.
Ozzy.
Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Brady. He's got Sanu. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Brady now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Wrong football. Check 13. Check 13.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, and he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, 66.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3, check 3.
What's that?
From the gun, Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
25, check 25, check 25. I got it.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Wait, that, wait, 20.
Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Check 52.
Hey, I got it.
They'll run on 1st down. White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final time. Timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Wait, that, wide, 80.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's the play you work on each and every week. Your offense taking a knee at the end means you've won the ball game. But how about the defensive effort? A shutout, pitching a shutout, they're going to feel great about themselves.
They're going to feel really great about themselves. A big goose egg on the scoreboard. Nice job defensively.
Yeah, I say dinner on the defensive coordinator tonight.
Watch the blast. Watch the blast.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Pats, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.